Scorpio, welcome to your reading. The title of your reading is called One Flew into the Cuckoo's Nest. So let's see how many skips we're going to do. 5. The song's called World Go Round by STS9. World is number 21 in the tarot deck. And it usually signifies completion, kind of learning a full cycle, but you know, with one ending comes a new beginning. So after 21, you become the Fool again, 0. And so 21 may be significant to you. 8 of Swords may be significant to you. That's what just flipped. All right, so the title of your reading is called One Flew into the Cuckoo's Nest. And I know that there's a movie that has Jack Nicholson in it, and it's called One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. And it's about a guy who finds himself in a psychiatric institution, and I feel like he thinks he's going to be able to get around it, but as it turns out, somebody else is there, Nurse Ratched, and she apparently rules that hen house with a really, really iron fist. If you haven't watched it, I haven't watched it in a long time, but maybe it's a good idea to, maybe there's something in it that you might need to see or resonate with, I don't know, but after I, got kind of this download of One Flew into the Cuckoo's Nest, and I underlined into because I know it's different, that's what it's supposed to be, I got this really strange, heavy, sad, trapped, scared feeling, and it actually all really fits perfectly because, for example, the gemstones that I was drawn to for you were Hematite. I feel like I always say it wrong, but it's a really powerful grounding stone if you're feeling overwhelmed or anxious. And so I did a little bit more digging about this. It absorbs negativity, but it's also called the stress stone or the lawyer's stone. And it's supposedly really, really good for those who are seeking justice or dealing with legal matters. So if you're feeling an crazy amount of imbalance in your life, or if you're seeking justice for something that maybe you're on, kind of the shitty end of the stick for, apparently this is a good thing for it. The other stone was Garnet, and Garnet supposedly alleviates emotional disharmony, brings courage and hope, removes inhibitions and taboos, and also revitalizes, purifies, and balances energy. Now, what's kind of cool about this is the first reading I'm doing today, and I've been kind of restless all day. That's the only way I can really put it. I've been restless, and I wanted to start these all about 3 hours ago, and instead I went for a run. So little did I know, if I had just kind of picked these two up and started your reading earlier, maybe I would have been feeling better by now. But all is well, all is good. But back to the title, One Flew into the Cuckoo's Nest. Once I got that download, I got this image of a bird. Do you know how sometimes when it's like a big department store or something, like a Home Depot, when they leave the doors open, birds fly in, and then they get stuck in there. And they just kind of fly around. They're panicking. You can hear them panicking because they're stuck inside. They're scared. They're trapped. And maybe they can see the windows. Maybe they can see the way out. They can see the door open and close. But they're too small to do anything about it. They don't understand. I mean, a bird doesn't understand how a motion-activated double, section door works. So it's a lot of being stuck and trapped and spinning in circles. And I mean, if you think about it, like a Home Depot or a big store like that has a lot of stuff in it. It has a lot of resources, a lot of materials, a lot of opportunities. But it's like you don't know what to do with any of them. You just want to get out. Or, maybe you know what to do with them. Like a bird, so what was kind of crazy is after this I had to go, after I did all these kind of write-outs, I had to go and return something at Home Depot, actually. And the crazy synchronicity was that I'm using this example of Home Depot for this bird, but when I went to return what I needed to, there actually was a bird stuck in there, and I just felt so bad for it. I was in there, and I was listening to this bird chirp, and it just sounded so frantic and so scared and so stuck. So I thought it was really interesting. I mentioned the 8 of Swords. That's being in a self-imposed prison. In the card, her eyes are, covered. But it's just kind of, removing one of her senses of understanding, I want to say. So, anyway, I felt really, really, I don't know, it sounds kind of crazy to say, but like I felt for the bird. I felt really bad that I couldn't help it because it was too high up for me to help. It was too far away for me to help. And I didn't have anything to help it with. So maybe you're on one or the other side of that situation. Maybe like you're seeing something that's stuck and you can't help it, or you don't know how to help it. Or maybe you're the bird and you're just stuck in this space and you're just, waiting for the door to open so that you can, get out, but you don't really understand how it all works to begin with. You don't really understand how what triggers the door to open for you to get out. Because again, it's just really out of its environment and in someone else's. So that's kind of the overall message I got. One flew into the cuckoo's nest. So let's see what falls out. We can make the world go round. I would love to see STS9 again. We can use a dance party. All right. So first two out. Ooh. Luck and Mania. That's kind of cool considering I was just talking about you being like crazed. So Luck, if you notice, is a special card for me. That's the only card that has a little asterisk star on it. So you have 73. This is awesome. You have 73 and 37. So what's even awesomer about those is that they're opposites. So you see this is big red, little blue, and this is big blue, little red. So they're absolute opposites in their own way. And you are having the luck and somebody else is going crazy. So maybe Clint Eastwood by Trey Anastasio, that version, it's the best one in my personal opinion. But maybe you're finally getting lucky. Maybe that door is finally opening, or somebody else is going crazy and you are making your own luck. Because the Knight of Swords is somebody who takes action. I mean, he's very logical. Swords are thoughts. So he's it's my Mania card because he's known to be kind of, not rogue or unpredictable, but kind of those things. Like he goes. He's ready to fight. He's a warrior. And the image of the card, he's actually in motion. He's, I think, the Knight of Wands is in motion too. But he's more of a player energy. The Mania, I made this my Mania card because he's like crazed and after what he has made his mind up about. This is also, but it's reversed, so somebody else. Maybe you got really, really lucky. And the clouds parted just enough, the doors parted just enough for you to get out. And it's driving someone else crazy. This is also 23, which is the mouse card in Lenormand. And the mice are all about deteriorating health, kind of things going wrong. Think about what mice do. You don't really want mice in anything. They're detrimental to progress. So maybe you're getting lucky and you're getting lucky and somebody else is going crazy. This card literally has no other information except for that star, and I did that on purpose. This is an important card. So that's a good thing for you. It's a good omen for you, if you ask me. So the other two cards that fell out, 16 and 23. The Four of Cups and the Two of Swords. So the Four of Cups is upright, which means it's for you. And this is my apathy card. This is my, like, not really caring, not really seeming invested, not really seeming like you care. And it's also the Tower in Lenormand, which is authority. It's not necessarily the Tower like a normal tower, which is like the crumbling of all your foundations. It's authority. So maybe you have the authority to manipulate the situation, I want to say, and you're pretending like you don't care. Maybe that's the way that you're utilizing your luck. I feel this is like really manipulative in a way. So then, if that's your case, somebody else is making the decision. No squealing, and remember that it's all in your head. Yeah, I feel like you are, you're known for being mysterious. You're known for being, Scorpios in general are known kind of for being, mysterious and Magnetic, yes. I don't want to say deceitful, but I want to say secretive. And inconsistent on the bottom. Somebody else is inconsistent. I feel like you're getting out of something that you didn't think you would. Okay, okay. The next song is called Opening the Gates by Chequerboard. This is actually a really good meditation song. So, we have Vanity and Compliance. Now, Vanity in my deck is also the Nine of Cups. My smug motherfucker card. But it's a good thing too, because it's a wish fulfillment. And Vanity is like feeling yourself. That's what the Nine of Cups is. If it's this guy, he's like sitting there, he's got all his cups up. You're feeling yourself. You're feeling good. Things are going well. You're happy. You're healthy. And compliant. Compliant in my deck is the opposite of creativity. But I feel like, because a checkerboard is the name of this artist, and checkerboards make me think of chess, which is another, logical game where you have to really think forward. And that's what I feel like you were doing over here. You were using your luck, or you were, manifesting this little opportunity of luck. Because you used something going wrong to your advantage. Or something that was decaying, or something that was just falling apart, or something that just was unhealthy to your advantage. And maybe it was a battle. So, by pretending that you don't care, it made the decision for the other person easy. Maybe that's your way of getting out of doing the dirty work. Maybe that's your way of getting out of, being the person that did the hurting or does the hurting. Because you just kind of let somebody else spin themselves. Don't, squeal and remember that it's all in your head. Maybe you're letting the other person think that, and it's driving them crazy. And it makes them want to attack, like the Knight of Swords. It makes them want to attack, cut it clean, discard, 23, the mouse, decay, decompose. And as long as you pretend that you don't care, it makes it easy for you to get rid of this problem. So Vanity is, again, teamed with Pride when it comes to deadly sins. However, there's a fine line between pride and vanity and self-love, or appreciation of yourself, and knowing your worth. And so I think for Vanity and Compliant to come out together, I feel like you have just been feeling yourself, and you're honoring whatever it is that you want for you. And there's nothing wrong with that, especially if you know that the person you're dealing with is crazy. And what's awesome is seclusion is on the bottom of the deck, which is like the common denominator. And if you see that 8 up there, that means that it's the 8 of Swords in my deck. So that's the second time. Sorry, focus. I don't know what my camera's doing. That's the second time I've mentioned the 8 of Swords. So that's interesting. You're in some kind of prison, and your way to get out is to manipulate the situation. By doing so, it's kind of creating your own luck. And that's funny because I wanted to say even before Jack Nicholson in the Cuckoo's Nest, he is the original Joker. And one of my favorite lines from the new one with the Joker, with Heath Ledger as the Joker. Heath Ledger as the Joker, I think. I don't know. No, it's with Two-Face. But they are in the same one with Harvey Dent. When he flips his coin, he says, "You make your own luck." So maybe that's exactly what you're doing. Maybe you're craftier than you give yourself credit for. But you're crafty when it benefits you. Clever, you get clever points for sure. Inconsistent in reverse. Somebody else is being inconsistent. And the world on the bottom. We already talked about that. Totality, completion, end of cycle, game over. Split deck. This is part of your destiny. This is also part of their destiny. The word that came to mind is karmic. And the song that's playing now is Oh Darling by the Beatles. Can I get another card? Just one more. Just one final. What's going on? Oh, we got 2. 3. We have indecision, gratitude, and divine. So somebody else's indecision. You are thankful for the fact that somebody else can't decide. Or, because this is 2 of Pentacles, somebody else is juggling. Somebody else is up to a bunch of different things, maybe. And this is my Page of Cups. This is my gratitude. Is my Page of Cups, which is my synchronicity card. Somebody else made their bed and now they have to sleep in it, and you're thankful for that. And responsibility, maybe somebody else did something. Maybe somebody else wronged you, and you found out about it. Because there are a lot of upright and reverses. So it's like one person did this, so somebody did this. One person feels this, so somebody does this. Somebody else's indecision, somebody else's juggling, somebody else's lack of prioritizing. You're grateful for it. It's like it's buying you time. It's allowing you to make your own luck. They are creating this. Divine is, this is a 00. Also 22. And 22 isn't a normal major arcana card, but I've included it in mine because to me, 22 is the creator. That's why it's divine. Divine creation. And with responsibility, somebody else created this situation. You got lucky because it's getting you out of the cuckoo's nest. Somebody else did something and it sucks, but it's working to your benefit. Somebody did something wrong and it's working to your benefit. So, I hope this helps. Great deck. Somebody else was reckless. Somebody else was reckless. Somebody else was deceptive. Somebody else was deceitful. Somebody else was not doing something good. Maybe it was you. But I don't think it was. Somebody else made their bed and now they have to sleep in it. And you don't care. You know what you deserve. You know what you want. Vanity. Own your worth. Absolutely. Own your worth. Own your value. Only you can. So, yeah, be grateful because this is getting you out of, it's getting you out of the cuckoo's nest. This is getting you out of that situation that you feel stuck in. Yeah. And that's all I got for you.